Welcome to the Minnesota 4-H 4 for 4 series. Here's how it works. A 4-H youth, that's me, asks 4 questions in 4 minutes to a 4-H alum about life and a career they love. My name's Ellen and I'm from LeSueur County. I serve as a Minnesota 4-H state ambassador. Today I get to interview Chantal McCabe. Chantal is a senior bioinformatician at Mayo Clinic, a 4-H parent, and is a 4th-generation 4-H alum from LeSueur County. Hi, Chantal. I'm excited to talk to you.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to talk to you today too.
I hear 4 minutes goes by quick, so we better get started. My first question is, what is a bioinformatician and how did you decide on that career?
A bioinformatician, think of the two words, bio and informatics. So bio like biology and informatics like computer science. So it's combining those two worlds. So using science, computer science, big data to solve scientific questions. So in my case at Mayo Clinic, I'm using RNA sequencing and analyzing RNA sequencing to identify cancer, identify different cancer research projects. I've always loved genetics, so that led me down this path. I actually have a PhD in plant breeding. So my PhD work was with soybeans and soybean disease resistance. So very similar world using RNA and DNA sequencing to look into plant diseases. Now I'm doing something very similar with human diseases.
What projects were you involved in 4-H? What skills did you gain and how did it help you choose your career?
I was involved in a ton of different general projects. Clothing and fashion review and shop, woodworking, photography. And also I loved other things like camp counseling and being a state 4-H ambassador. Um, so those skills I learned a lot in those projects. Some of those skills aren't directly transferable to my job. For example, I'm not using the woodworking skills in my daily job right now. But the thought process behind those is extremely useful. In 4-H, you're learning by doing. You're having a project and thinking of a solution and maybe failing and needing to try a different approach. That's very similar to the scientific method where you're trying something, seeking out advice from others, changing your direction a little bit until you find that aha moment and that final product.
National Volunteer Week starts on April 21st, and volunteers are a big part of 4-H. How has a 4-H volunteer impacted your life?
Had a lot of good 4-H volunteers in my life. My parents have been outstanding 4-H volunteers. I remember my mom being a club adult leader, my dad announcing 4-H sheep shows. I worked side by side with both of them in these roles. Just knowing that they're super busy, but they dedicated time to help in activities their kids were interested in and really trying to make a difference, that really stood out to me. My daughter is a Cloverbud right now, just starting in 4-H things. I was volunteering at her school one time, and she said to me, "Mom, you are such a good leader." And so just knowing how much of an impact that you showing up in your kid's life and volunteering and helping out, it just really means so much to the kids.
What advice would you give to the next generation of 4-Hers?
I think be open to new opportunities and both in 4-H and in your career, and look for ways you can make a difference and you can be a leader.
Well, Chantal, our time is already up, so thank you for talking with me today. I really enjoyed learning about your 4-H story and your career path.
Thank you.
See you next time on Minnesota 4-H 4 for 4.